feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like that.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. Go, hey. Ready?
Ritter off the play fake. And it's caught. Beckham. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
They go play action. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Mayfield now. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Akers. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Broncos at 11-2 now, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Run. Real.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw complete there to Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to link up with Bijan Robinson there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. If you look at this Bronco defense, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Breaks through the contact. Oh, he sheds himself free. Javonte Williams. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Ritter fires quickly out wide. Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swimming to the ball carrier.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
On the set. Ready?
On second down, another shot for Robinson. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Ritter will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it, but the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run good for 24 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A give up the middle to Akers. And he stopped immediately there. Brought down by Willie Gay.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ritter. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Ritter from the gun. Worcester picks, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Falcons have taken the lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 2. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2nd and 6.
Run.
Here's Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll take this to the 46. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a very determined one there, as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now they can't bring him down. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Akers will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. ends up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage.
And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Second down and a run by Robinson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Ritter with it after the play fake. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Ritter now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
The Broncos took over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Good. Kings! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch out!
Following the interception, Mayfield. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Regular! Watch out!
Mayfield to throw it. Screen play set up for Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Touchdown! Marvin Mims taking it in as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The touchdown all set up by the big play, one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
There he goes, left side. Still going. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Hey, alert 33. Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's that?
First down, Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Alert, 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 alert. Stop.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last...
They've got his man complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Run, run, run. Regular.
Mayfield on first down. Receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10.
Fifth. Real.
Now Mayfield. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Ritter on 1st and 10. He completes it to Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Ritter off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Ritter. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On play action, here's Ritter. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Ritter back to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
On the return, here's Agnew. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Mayfield off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run it again with Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now a 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but Not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contact.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it. And with